Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. Hope you all had a great weekend. BTC did something extraordinary over the weekend, something that we haven't seen in a very long time. And then talking about volatility. We had a bit of a move. It actually looks kind of nice, bit interesting. We took out here some lows. Not every low, and then eventually we went higher, 1.8%. Congratulations if you took that trade, and now we're just going sideways again. And in today's videos we are going to look at the possible longs and shorts. And what I'm looking at, I still have the three white circles, the triple low, nice liquidity run if we can take it. And then also we had this double low, actually it was $5 in between, believe it or not. Had this double low here that could also now function as a extra liquidity point if we go higher from here. And I said in last week's video, I think it was on Friday, I said I'm only looking for shorts. I'm just right away gonna give you my trade scenarios or the trades that I would take. The first one would be when we measure the fib retracement from the high here to these lows back to the golden pocket, because then you also have all of these highs. That's actually very nice. Well, we actually already had a wick, but not on every exchange. And then we can take the short from 26,100 to 26,130. That actually would be really nice, but the one that I like more is actually from the 78.6, because on the 78.6 we do not only have that fib level, but maybe you can see it, we also have a white line that is a daily level and have a purple line that is a naked point of control. So that is a very nice confluence. And then the trade is starting off from, let's say, 26,230 to approximately 26,250 to 300. The thing is, if you're taking the trade here, it doesn't really matter on which exact price level, because you need to put your stop loss anyways above these highs right here. But it would still give you a very nice risk to reward. So that is for me now the prime short that I'm looking at. So if we then would take it, let's say exactly here at the 78.6, we're a little bit lucky. We're putting the stop loss above these highs, and then we're aiming really for these lows, because I wouldn't aim for anything else, because we're now building up so much liquidity on the bottom. Would really aim for these lows. Then we're talking about a 1 to 4. So $100 in, $400 out. That actually would be a super nice trade. Could we go higher? Is there a reason for us to go higher, although I'm super bearish? Yes, there is. Because this Wednesday we have CPI data, inflation, United States. And here you see the inflation graph. And last month we went up ever so slightly from 3 to 3.2, and now the consensus is that we are going up again a little bit to 3.6. Nothing major, but it looks like slowly that the trend for inflation is reversing. But if we then looking at core inflation, then we're seeing that the consensus is that we are going lower, coming off from 4.7 to 4.3. What is the difference between inflation and core inflation? Core inflation is the inflation minus items such as food and energy. So in other words, if this one is going up, that means that then food and energy shows an increase in inflation. That's probably why we are going higher. With that being said, let's say that the numbers here are coming in favorable. So everything underneath 3.6 or 3.5 and lower could give us a pump to the upside. 3.6 probably a zigzag and then continue sideways. 3.7 and higher could probably give us a big dump. The same will go for core inflation. If we, let's say, go for 3.5, but then the core inflation comes in at 4.4, then they will probably balance each other out. So if one goes higher than expected, the other one goes lower than expected, my experience is that they balance each other out. But let's say we are going higher for BTC. Is there then another trade that I would take? After this 78.6, I would probably not take the SFPs or swing fill pattern from these highs, because it's just not so much here. Then I would actually really wait for this trade right here that I have marked out, and that is to take a short from the golden pocket and that significant high that we still have drawn out. That is that thick yellow line. Above there's actually not so much anymore. Then I would really aim for these highs. But let's first see if we can get there, because price action has been very boring, very slow, and everything that we pump up we also usually retrace. So if we are going higher, it would be a 4% pump from here. Of course, we also still have that long trade after we have been taking out the lows to take the liquidity of this right now already 4 major liquidity points. That is the only long right now I will be interested in it, and what I want to see is a dump to the downside, a quick recovery, so really a swing field pattern, and this will then be my entry. If we are going very slowly and then very slowly up, I do not trust the move. You want to see commitment in the market. You want to see a quick buyback. So a quick move down, quick move up, or maybe something like this, quick move up, and then really a change of market structure. And this is then your entry after you see a higher low. That is very, very important. Be cautious in this environment, because in macro, we are still bearish. At macro, we still go down. They would say, hey, but are you not interested in that long from that wick? Yeah, I am as well. I would then also enter on the exact same conditions as I would enter here at 25,260. But we're just not there right now. And yeah, like I said, we still need to wait a little bit for the inflation data. We haven't retested that point ever since we came here, 17th of August. So we're almost talking about a month now, a bit more than 3 weeks. So it might also still take some time before we get there. I think we are getting quite a significant move on Wednesday when the data comes out. And on Thursday we have PPI data, so that could also give us some volatility. But right now it is pretty flat, it's pretty sideways. I would still be looking for more shorts down and their longs. So the first one would be around that 26,250, 26,300. Like I said, I really prefer the 78.6. And after that, then the golden pocket at 26,600, 26,800 ish. Depends a little bit on how price reacts when we're there. And after that, yeah, of course, it's much higher. But to be honest, guys, I don't think we're going to see it anytime soon. Those will be my major trades for this week. If something interesting is happening, of course, I will update you in the meantime. I will do that on Twitter, so make sure that you follow me there. Link is in the description. There's also a link to my Instagram. Also feel free to follow me there. And when you're down there anyways, also please do me a favor by liking, subscribing, and clicking the bell, clicking all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share the video with your friends if you think it's useful. See you guys very, very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.